evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, we'll tell you why you need to be more antibiotics aware. We'll also provide you with some information on how to safely cook those Thanksgiving turkeys. The 4th annual Once Upon a Christmas event is coming up at Northgate Mall, and the City of Tullahoma wants you to focus more on recycling. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 different locations, 8 new car franchises, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, a certified collision center with lifetime paint guarantee, Russell Barnett Hometown Auto Rental. Let our family exceed your expectations at the Russell Barnett Automotive family. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Friday, December the 1st, the 3rd annual Reindeer Fun Run will be held on Jackson Street in Tullahoma. This unique fun run and walk benefits the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Cost for the Reindeer Run is just a recommended minimum donation of $10, but anyone is welcome to join in the fun. Participants and walkers will run down Jackson Street as the parade watchers gather. Runners are also encouraged to dress in their favorite Christmas flair. Pre-register at D.W. Wilson or on the day of the race at Fraser McEwen Park. So grab your antlers and join in the fun at the 3rd annual Reindeer Fun Run.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Health is encouraging everyone to be antibiotics aware during Antibiotics Awareness Week. Antibiotics play an integral role in fighting bacterial infections, but lose their effectiveness if not prescribed and taken appropriately. Bacteria are becoming resistant to antibiotics, and experts say that increasingly causes trouble in treating some infectious diseases. During Antibiotics Awareness Week, the Tennessee Department of Health and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention want to raise awareness about the importance of appropriate antibiotic use and combating the threat of resistance. Tennessee Department of Health Chief Medical Officer and Infectious Disease Specialist Dr. David Reagan said, quote, "Inappropriate prescribing is what causes much of the antibiotic resistance that later limits the usefulness of these medications. Antibiotic resistance has become so dire that some bacteria are resistant to nearly all known antibiotics, and this is a scary situation," end quote.
Antibiotic Awareness Week is coordinated by the CDC and complemented by the Be Antibiotics Aware campaign, a new educational effort providing stakeholders with up-to-date information about the importance of antibiotic prescribing and use. Tennesseans are encouraged to know the facts about antibiotics, ask their healthcare provider about best ways to combat viruses, take antibiotics exactly as prescribed if needed, stay healthy and keep others healthy by practicing good hygiene, covering coughs and staying home when sick, and get the flu vaccine.
With Thanksgiving Day coming up in 2 days, many of you are already planning on how you're going to prepare the Thanksgiving turkey. This video from the United States Department of Agriculture will provide you some tips on properly cooking that bird.
Hi, I'm Diane Van with the Food Safety and Inspection Service at the United States Department of Agriculture. Our guiding principle is prevention, primarily the reduction of pathogens before products reach the market. Secondarily, to make sure industry provides a safe product. Until we devise the perfect system to ensure that, it is our responsibility to provide consumers with the information they need for safe food. Today we're in the kitchen to help you prepare a safe turkey dinner. We'll teach you the best ways to keep foodborne illness from ruining your meal. When cooking a turkey, for safety's sake, roast the turkey and all other poultry in a preheated oven set at no lower than 325 degrees. Use a roasting pan with sides no higher than 3 inches and on a rack so heat can circulate under the bird for even cooking. Tuck the wings of the turkey under the body of the bird in akimbo style so the heat penetrates the deep crevice that is often the last to reach a safe internal temperature. You can add a half cup of water to the bottom of the pan to create steam for more even cooking. Tent the turkey with aluminum foil for 1 to 1.5 hours to prevent quick browning. If a pop-up timer is inserted in the turkey, make sure to also use a conventional food thermometer to measure the internal temperature. A dial thermometer is designed to be used in large cuts of meat such as a turkey and may be left in during the cooking. Stuffing is safest cooked in a casserole. However, if the turkey is to be stuffed, It should be stuffed just before cooking. Cook the turkey and stuffing to a safe minimum internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and check the temperature in the wing joint, the thigh, and the thickest part of the breast and the center of the stuffing. Remove the stuffing after cooking. Check the temperature in the center of the stuffing to be sure it reaches a safe minimum internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Allow approximately 20 minutes stand time before carving. If you have further questions, call the USDA Meat and Poultry Hotline at 1-888-MP-HOTLINE or ask a food safety question at askkaren.gov. Or for further information, visit the FSIS website at fsis.usda.gov.
Deep-fried turkey has become a popular item on the Thanksgiving menu the last few years. Let's watch this video on how to deep-fry that turkey in a safe manner.
Hi, I'm Donna Carlsons with USDA's Meat and Poultry Hotline with an alternate route to the table for your turkey. USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service has these tips to safely prepare a deep fat fried turkey. First, as with all food preparation, remember to clean, separate, cook, and chill. If your turkey is frozen, make sure to thaw it before frying. You can thaw it in the refrigerator. It takes about 24 hours for every 4 to 5 pounds. Keep it refrigerated until cooking. If you choose to marinate or to inject a flavor into the turkey, allow it to stand in the refrigerator for 24 to 48 hours before cooking. As you prepare the bird, separate the raw turkey from fresh foods on your menu, and use separate cutting boards, plates, and utensils to avoid cross-contamination. And always keep hands, utensils, and surfaces clean. Now we're ready to cook. Follow the manufacturer's instructions. A turkey that you plan to deep fat fry should be about 12 pounds. Do not stuff it. To determine the amount of oil needed, do a test by placing the turkey in the fryer and add enough water to cover it. The turkey should be covered by about 1 to 2 inches. Remove the turkey and measure the amount of water. That's how much oil you'll need. Select a safe, flat, outdoor location that is well lit, well ventilated, and away from trees, shrubbery, and buildings. Heat the cooking oil to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Slowly and carefully lower the turkey into the hot oil. Monitor the temperature of the oil with a thermometer constantly during cooking. Never leave the hot oil unattended. Allow about 3 to 5 minutes per pound cooking time. Check the temperature of the turkey with a food thermometer. The turkey is safely cooked when the food thermometer reaches a minimum internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit in the innermost part of the thigh and wing and the thickest part of the breast. Let it rest about 20 minutes before carving. After serving, refrigerate the leftovers within 2 hours in shallow containers. Refrigerate and use the turkey leftovers for 3 to 4 days or freeze for 3 to 4 months. For more information, visit fsis.usda.gov or call the USDA's Meat and Poultry Hotline at 1-888-MP-HOTLINE or ask a food safety question online at askkaren.gov.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
I have 30 seconds to tell you about RussellBarnett.com. We're going to find over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get your trade appraised, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get financing done, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get collision repair assistance, RussellBarnett.com. We're going to get auto rental assistance, RussellBarnett.com. We are the one-stop shop, one click away. Why click anywhere else?
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Peggy Burton spoke with Samantha Waters about the Once Upon a Christmas event coming up at Northgate Mall in Tullahoma.
And I have Miss Samantha Waters with me today, who's going to talk about Once Upon a Christmas. What fun that sounds like.
Saturday, Right after Thanksgiving, every year we have Once Upon a Christmas, and this is the 4th annual event, and it's free to the public. So if you love Christmas, you should bring your little ones out, and you can have free meet and greets with characters. We're going to have Cinderella and Princess Punzi and all sorts of superheroes, Bat Guy and Spider Guy, so your little guys will be happy too.
I love it.
And we're going to have free shows as well. And Santa obviously will be there.
To take pictures maybe with Santa?
Yes, there'll be professional pictures.
I was interested in that that event, the hero event where we... Tell me about that.
We're going to have a lip sync and a dance-off battle between the fire department and the police department. And then also we're going to have Bat Guy and Spider Guy. So obviously Spider Guy is with the firemen, and then Bat Guy will be with the police. And they're going to do a lip sync dance-off battle. We encourage kids to come out dressed as firemen or as police officers.
Do we get to see the police chief and the...
Actually, yes. We are super excited. They're going to do a battle-off this year, and we're going to have a Christmas cup. So there's going to be a big trophy, so kind of like the coffee cup. And we're going to have it where they win it each year. Hopefully they'll come back next year. We're having our fingers crossed for that.
That's such
We're
a cute
really
idea.
excited, yes. So there's going to be a big thing.
What
Santa's going to come in. It's at 11 a.m. and it runs till 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 25th.
Right in the middle of Northgate Mall.
Yes, North Pole comes to Northgate Mall once a year, and you don't want to miss it.
How many people actually are involved in making this happen?
Oh dear. Well, thankfully, we have sponsors that make it free to the public. So Coca-Cola has been with us every year, as well as Rodney's Body Shop. They do a free Letters to Santa, so you can write a letter and then take it out to the magic mailbox outside.
Oh, and get it off to Santa Claus.
Yes, you don't want to miss out on that. And then Home Depot has donated toys, so we have a Santa's Workshop. So adults can come with their kids and they can build little things.
Build little toys.
Yes.
What a sweet thing to do.
It's really fun, and we have a lot of people come because it is also Small Business Saturday. So we have a ton of local vendors who come in who don't have a storefront. So they sell soaps and blankets and things for Christmas.
And I understand you're sold out as far as vendors
We are.
go.
The only thing we have is one outdoor vendor. We're going to have food trucks this year.
Okay.
So we have one spot left for that.
So you can come stay through the whole thing, have something to eat, keep your kids busy, having fun. I love these characters. Tell me who all these there's Spider-Man.
We have Tinker Fairy. We have Pirate Jack, but he is not allowed to have rum that day, so all is well. We'll have Bat Guy there. We have Cinderella. We have the Island Princess this year, which we're really excited about. And then we're going to have Princess Punzi. She was locked in a tower for a while, but she's free now, and she's having a blast.
Come and be with you all during this event.
Yes.
Which year is this?
This is the 4th annual.
And it's gone well, hasn't it?
It has. It's a wonderful time.
I think it's grown
It's just
every
a great
year.
way to come and kick off the season. And we do have free shows. I didn't mention that.
And you can go around and buy Christmas gifts,
You can.
obviously, because it's a great place to find a variety of things.
Yes, exactly. It's a great place to come and shop for Christmas and support all the local folks who are making these wonderful products.
And and I think shopping at home is important.
It is.
If you want your city to grow, it's important to shop in your city.
Definitely.
So who are you? Are you disguised in one of these, or you keep that a secret?
I just might be there one day, and I might have wings. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. You might be just flying.
Might be flitterific that day. Yeah.
Flitterific.
You just might hear that, yes.
I love this. Was this your concept from the beginning?
Actually, my best friend and co-owner of Ever After Productions, Hannah Stovall. Hannah Putman, as a lot of people will know her. She has a vision, and this was her deal. So there was something at the mall for Small Business Saturday, but they wanted it to be taken over and kept on. And so she took it and she just made it into this huge thing.
Grow.
And she had a vision to make a big Christmas event, and it grew from there.
And kids love it, and parents love it too, because what better way to get excited about Christmas and have something to do?
And not everybody can afford to go see the big mouse, you know, and your kids are only little for so long. So having these opportunities is just, it touches my heart, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, it touches my heart too, because the kids need things to do that are exciting and fun, and the fact that you can come there for free, I think that's really special. And I know the kids they can probably get selfies with a lot of these people and get a picture with Santa Claus, and the fact that Santa's going to actually be there. Is he flying in?
He's going to arrive on the fire truck, from what I'm told.
He's riding in on the fire truck.
Yes, so he's going to come in with the police and the firemen.
All right.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Alderman Robin Dunn, along with Laura McCall, are encouraging Tullahoma residents to recycle more.
To my left is Tullahoma Alderman Robin Dunn. I assume this is associated with the city. And tell me your name again.
Yes, I'm Laura McCall.
Laura McCall,
yes.
Okay. And you brought a bunch of trash and stuff with you, so just tell me a little bit about what this is all about.
Sure, Jim, thanks. We're continuing the Go Green initiative that Mayor Curley started a couple of years ago, and we've taken on that torch. But we came today to share with Tullahoma how easy it is to recycle, and so we brought our recycling with us today. Okay. Just to kind of showcase how much you can accumulate over a week's time, and this is just a few days for my household, and Laura has hers right there. But we really want to encourage people if it's intimidating at all, it is really not that hard to do.
Right. We hear people all the time say, well, it's just too much trouble to recycle. And we wanted to show everyone that it really is very easy to do. And people say, well, I don't have a container. And so Robin put hers in just a plastic tote. Sometimes I put mine in a trash bag or a grocery sack. Sometimes I put it in a tote, but it really is simple. You don't have to have anything fancy to recycle.
And we're looking here at some trash here that you girls have accumulated, I assume, at your home. And the alternative to this is just throw it in the trash can.
That's right.
And then it's going to go to a landfill somewhere. So if I remember correctly, the recycling program in general is going to save the city a lot of money.
Certainly. Yes, right now we're saving about $400,000 a year with the amount of recycling that we're doing, and it's important to remember that it's not just a landfill somewhere. It's a landfill that's on the outside of Murfreesboro, and that particular landfill that we're using, it has a timeline. And what we're looking at now, it might be 8 years, it might be 12 years. We're not exactly sure when it's going to be full, but it will fill eventually, and we want to hold off on that as much as we can.
Plus, the city actually gets money for the recycling materials. So we're generating revenue at the same time that we're saving on an expense.
And this is quite a bit of stuff here. And if I remember correctly, it used to be a little more complicated to do this, but you're telling me now this is just
right. Tullahoma makes it so simple with curbside recycling. They'll pick up paper, cardboard, plastic, and metals. So you can have your aluminum cans, your soda cans, and whatnot, and then also soup cans, vegetable cans, and so forth. I put those in together, and the city of Tullahoma is happy to have the metals in together. They do ask that we separate out the other things, the papers. We put paper. You can put the paper with the cardboard, actually.
You can. Okay.
Yes, and sometimes I just put mine in a cardboard box. You can, and then the plastics. You just put all the plastics together. You don't have to separate them by type. And so you just put out your recycling, and they pick it up on the same day that they pick up your trash.
So if the plastics, for instance, if you've got a green bottle and a red bottle, or if it's plastic, you just throw it all.
Plastic's plastic. That's right.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. And if it's at all intimidating, or if you think, well, this is something I can't handle, just do cardboard. I mean, this time of year we've got a lot of people are buying things, getting ready for Christmas, and if all you did was your cardboard, and you don't even need a container for that at all. Just put that next to your trash can. Just put it next to the trash can. So if you got a bunch of
boxes, you know, you just put them next to.
Yeah.
It'd probably be nice if you broke them down.
It would be nice. It's not required, but it certainly helps if you can break it down. But you don't have to. You just stick all your cardboard out, and look, most of my recycling, as you see, the bulk of it is cardboard. If you think about cereal boxes, diaper boxes, you know, just about anything you could think of is coming in a box that we buy. So the more that we can get out of that landfill, the better.
And you just put this out by your trash can, right?
That's right.
And it's picked up the same day?
Same day, that's right.
It is.
Okay.
And we want to encourage people as well. On December 5th, we are having a public forum at City Hall. It's going to be at 5 o'clock, and we really want the community to get involved with that. We are trying to get feedback, hear what people are confused about, are concerned about, and where they would like to see this recycling program go. And that's open to anybody who wants to get involved, and the more the better. I think that's going to be a really a great program.
Right, December 5th at 5.
December 5th at 5. So definitely mark your calendars and join us for that. And then another thing we'll be talking about on December 5th is our Earth Day celebration that's going to be April 21st. We're currently looking for sponsors. So if there are any businesses who feel like they're going green, then we'd like for you to be showcased there at that celebration. So we're, get a booth set up so that we can connect you to members of the community.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Russell Barnett Hometown Auto Rental has proudly served your auto rental for over 30 years. Check out this huge selection to choose from. Small car, mid-size car, full-size car, crossover vehicle, SUV, minivan, pickup trucks, 12 and 15 passenger vans. Whether big or small, Russell Barnett Hometown Auto Rental has them all. Stop by our 2 locations to serve you, Tullahoma and in Winchester. And remember, my question is, why rent anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Daycare Center's Tour of Homes fundraiser is coming up December 3rd. John Gray spoke with a group of ladies who are promoting that event.
It's our fundraiser for Tullahoma Daycare Center, and this is something that the board puts on every year, and it's really a blessing to us. They're going to tell you about the sponsors and about some of the homes.
Okay. And then before they do that, why don't you give us a little short synopsis on the center?
Tullahoma Daycare Center, we've been there going into 50 years. I've been there
outstanding
30 plus. Right now I have 29 children on roll. We're open from 6:30 to 5. We give them breakfast, lunch, and afternoon snack. We also have a pre-K program, and we're just there for all the children.
Very good. Great program. Ladies, what's going to happen? What's the haps? What's the fun?
We have 4 exciting houses on the tour this year. Everything from a historical house to more modern architecture. So the historical house this year is the Donna Daly's house on Jackson Street, which is known in town as the Wilson Crouch House. And it's a craftsman bungalow style. It's beautiful inside. It's been beautifully preserved, and it has a really interesting history that goes along with it. So I think everyone will really enjoy that.
And a beautiful iron fence.
Beautiful iron fence, which you'll learn about as well.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 houses that I would say are fairly contemporary houses built in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and those are the Short Springs area, Lake Circle Short Springs area. And then the 4th house is Janet and Kevin Felt's house, which is on Lake Tullahoma on Point Circle. And it is a mid-century house built in 1960, and it's decorated in mid-century style furniture and all other items. Everything in the house is consistent with that style. So it's really fascinating. And so we think everybody will find something they love in the tour. And the other thing on the tour is the country club, which has been redone since the tornado.
Right.
And so that's there, and our live auction will be at the, not live auction, I'm sorry, our silent auction is at the country club. That's correct.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Hope Sarton, along with Cody from Stan McNabb, to promise for the Tullahoma Christmas Parade next weekend. Tullahoma Fire Chief Richard Chastain will stop by to remind everyone that they can start dropping off toys for the Toys for Tots program in Tullahoma, and we'll see what Highland Rim Habitat for Humanity is doing for local residents. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Russell's got your truck, man. Russell's got your truck. Chevy, Ford, and Ram, man. Russell's got your truck. With the best selection anywhere. Russell's got your truck.
Keith Barnett here at the Russell Barnett Automotive family, and man, do we ever have your truck. 4 brands, hundreds to choose from, all at year-end discounted prices. So with so much to choose from, my question is, why buy your next truck anywhere else?
Russell's got your truck, man.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1934 at 78 degrees. The record low was in 1937 at 13 degrees. The average high on this day is 58 and the average low is 37. Partly cloudy weather in the forecast for tonight with a low of around 34. Mostly cloudy weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 47 and a low of 28. Partly cloudy weather again in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 50 and a low of 33. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.